What is up? You're watching a hard cam, an endgame player, and old school RuneScape with a daily show on YouTube and weekday streams on Twitch. If you're interested in getting better at the game, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and pot with me. We are doing a standard hard mode top learner raid, joined by Venus Isle on the North Freeze roll, going for their first hard mode top KC. Potent on the range roll. My Dope Main on the melee roll, also going for their first hard mode top KC, and Will Escape on the melee roll as well. Let's go ahead and intro Maiden for a sec here. For Maiden, if you've been hit twice in a row, you're going to want to step away to give aggro to someone else. If you get it 3 times or more, you're going to take extra damage. If you're freezing, we want to lock those tomatoes down so long as it does not make us late for the crabs. We always have to be freezing those crabs on the first tick. For those crabs, we kill them all the way dead. If they reach her, she attacks faster and the room gets really hard. So we want to kill them all the way dead. And for 30s, we want to stay on boss. Freezers will freeze their crabs and then get on boss. We're going to use damage specs to close it out before those crabs reach her. So an early claw spec, or if the crabs are about to leak, you can do a last ditch effort Chally spec. Once all that's taken care of, we're good to go. We'll be done with the room. For North Freeze, it'll be Venus Isle this raid. You're going to freeze North 1, then North 2, then South 3 to catch everything in the clump, and then all the 4s. Once you're done doing your crab freezes, you're going to freeze any tomatoes that are rolling around. Then you're going to kill North 1 and North 2 till they're dead. And then once you're done with those, you can help with the clump if that's not dead yet. For the range roll to be potent, you're going to scythe South 1 till it's dead, stand 5 tiles from the clump and throw chins at it till the clump is dead. Make sure your chins are on medium fuse, and then get back on boss until the next set of crabs spawn. For the melee rolls, be My Dope Main and Will Escape. You're going to be on the north side of Maiden. You're going to kill North 1 till it's dead, kill North 2 till it's dead, and then get back on boss.
Are you taking notes? Because Judah's pretty...
For all these rolls, if you have any questions, ask away. Otherwise, you can say are in game, ready to pot. Definitely didn't hear anyone in the background asking if you're taking notes. We won't call you out for it, surely. If you have any questions, though, ask away. It's no shame. If you are ready, go ahead and say taking notes. Hey, it'll be in the VOD. Don't worry, you can cheat on this test. If you have questions, just ask. If you want to pot with us in Twitch chat, if you're live with us, you want to support these two. I'm out of potions in my barrel. No. That's a travesty. Honestly, why can the banker recharge my weapons but not refill my chug jug? Like, it's like 2025, man. Anyway, selling pots 1 mil each. No shot, Robo clown me like that. And we go to the raid. We have an R from Not Abelian, an R from Visible Low, a hard R from Barack saying swing hard. What does that mean? Whoa. He said swing hard. Wild. Let's go ahead and drop the salve and nothing else. run up to the R from H2 man. Love seeing everyone support this. I'm ready for hard mode, coach. Prox is ready. Spam click the gate. 1 mole on entrance. Make sure we dropped our salve and nothing else. Spam click. I could do an accurate bow if everyone's on the perfect tick. Then I would do a rouse afterwards. Otherwise, just do this. Avenge check. Make sure we're all avenged. Max range with your bow, Venus. Fantastic. Mage gear on early. Augury on early. Be ready to freeze your crabs. Gotta be freezing on the first tick. Fantastic. After the first blood throat. After the first blood throat, we'll always spawn a tomato. We're gonna just fill a few ticks there, randomly hitting something to make it so that I'm ready to catch a tomato without just AFKing completely. Mage Growl and Augury, we're ready to freeze. Go and take care of those crabs. I path back into my own blood, which is really troll. Should never do that. Melee gear on. DPS is going to stay on boss for the rest of the kill. Be ready to freeze Venus. Move for your blood. I'll catch 4s. Make sure you get your claws off after 3s. DPS will stand wherever you need to stand and not get caught by blood. If you got drain, make sure you're repotting. Don't want to be swinging limp. Want to be swinging hard. Make sure we eat our angler. 121 HP. Grab your salve. Into bloat. Little venge check as well. I don't see a lot of vengeances. If you have venge, make sure you use it. I didn't check. After everyone's entered bloat, go ahead and type confirm split or FFA, depending on whether, if you're an Iron Man, you need to be FFA. Alright, so if we had a drop, it'll be a 4-way split. If Venus gets a drop, it'll be in his name alone. I always do... I can't go for this pretty far. You could turn on me and rag me with flies. Some people like to ask, how do I make my character turn invisible like this? How do I get the flow like this? If you go to my Twitch chat, type ! plugin, there's a wonderful guide that walks through it. It's a combination of things doing it. In this case, back he turns. Down soon. Watch your feet. Make sure you don't get caught by the hands. Hands fall the whole time in hard mode, Todd. Backside of bloat's closer around in the corner, so you want to be on this side. Do not tank the stomp. Do not flinch. Even if you know how to, hands fall the whole time. It's risky. It's not worth doing. Does it anyway. Really cruel teacher, aren't I? Walk on the walls, run around. Back he turned. Walk on the walls, run around the corners. Don't overextend. I couldn't resist. It just looked too good. Don't do as I do, you know. Walk on the walls, we'll run around the corners. Make sure you're watching. Turn your camera early. Use your left-handed controller camera, right-handed controller movement. This will make it so you don't end up having trouble trying to move your camera. Watch your feet, not your XP drops. Good dodge. Backside blow. Who's not wearing their salve? Will. Put the back out. Out we go. Out we go. Don't force the 3. Don't force the 2 down. Good Tiki Venus Hell. Rest in peace, that angler. Name and shame the non-salvers. I would never name and shame the non-salvers. Walk on the walls, run around the corner. Going down now. Out we go. Horse Lord, what the fuck is happening? He just comes into the chat and just says it like it is. We're swinging. We're killing bloat. We're doing a hard mode top learner raid. How are you doing, Horse Lord? Drop yourself, eat your angler, grab a shark. Don't clog your inventory. What do you want to be happening? We got a new microphone, Horse Lord. That's what's happening. A new microphone happened. I'll take all the pre-fires for Mage Roll. Venus, you're gonna hit anything that makes it into the room. If there's nothing hit inside the room, you're gonna help out whatever roll's falling behind. Someone started the room. Started it. Yeet. Potent, you're gonna be ranged the entire time. If during the first demo, you will not participate. Instead, you're gonna be throwing chins to the outside of the room. Your Q is when the big range 9 gets around the middle of the lane. Make sure you're putting your chins on, buckler on, hitting the edge all 3 lanes. So we can take care of them. For my domain, you got the left side of the room you're mailing. Will Escape, you got the right side of the room you're mailing if your camera is facing south. Did you get a haircut, though? I did not get a haircut, no. I cut my own hair, actually. Maybe I'm weird for that. Ranger throwing chins. Everyone else, melee gear, scythe, chally. Hit the big guy. Hopefully everyone's swinging hard. Nobody's unpotted swinging a limp scythe. We don't want that. North 3, somewhat inside the room. Some Niles behind. Hit that big guy in the middle as well. Uh-oh. Don't be spam clicking it. Make sure revenge. It is pretty easy, yeah. It's not so hard. I wasn't implying it was hard. Why do I have to make the Radiant Oath with the same color as Ancestral? Melee gear on Scythe and Chally. I think I'm late. Just go ahead and decide instead. Oh, you guys nuked it. Fantastic. Sounds like I need inventory tags. No. I don't need them. It would probably make it easier to tell the difference. You're not wrong. Oh my god, it hit me at 23. Toxic. That barrage looks pretty good. Go and take it. Ignore the big guy. Ignore the big guy. Focus the pillars first. Look at pillar health. Don't be scything or challenging the big guy. Just pray against him. Clear the pillars. Do not let them fall. Lowest health pillar first. Southeast, southeast, southeast. All hands on deck for that. We gotta clear it. Volume up. It is full max. It's maxed up. It doesn't go any higher. What do I do? Do I turn the gain on? Ranger, you're gonna be standing right here. Everyone else, find a spot. 1, 2, 3. You could sing it yourself. No. Volume that down from Dr. Fantasy. Look, I'm turning the distortion up if we don't see some more volume down soon. Go ahead and posture the range pot. Yeah, BGS. You could drop a BGS here. On the boss, of course, not on the ground. In we go. After the Nile boss attack, step away, pre-move out for range. Ends up being melee. We're gonna pre-move out for range after a second attack. Pre-move out for range. It's mage, go in. Mage, go in. Oh no, a wrong prayer. Out we go for range. Ends up being melee, average. This boss is a wizard. In for mage, unlucky. Gotta get the prayer correct, it's gonna get us killed. Range out. It wouldn't do that to me, wouldn't it? Out we go. Whew. Gain distortion. You play guitar? No, I just like my audio filters, I guess. I'll be 1-2, Venus Owl 1-3, Potent 2-3, My Domain Phil, and Will Escape Backup. I don't see any more volume downs. We're gonna turn the distortion up a little bit. I'm sorry, chat, if you don't like the noise. YouTube won't be able to hear it, luckily. Go ahead and fill My Domain. It's gonna be hard to do this while doing so. I might have to do it between rooms, or maybe during Zarpus. Well, it's not so much that I don't want YouTube to hear it. I think YouTube would enjoy it. They would find it amusing. They wonder what they're missing, probably. The music is part of it. Bottom forward on the insides, Will Escape. Wait on the third row here. Whoever's on the outside, wait on the third row till it's no longer red. My Domain, you can go. You can go. You're not bottom of orb order. Only the guy lowest in orb order on the inside has to wait. So it's just Will Escape there. Go, 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 go. Do your section of the maze quickly. Out we go. Imagine getting a new mic and your chat drowning you out. Oh, come on. If you got ball on, you're gonna make a sandwich here. Potent, you're gonna stand here. Will, you're gonna stand here. Everyone else in the middle. Alright, we should be alright. That's a little advanced trick to get some HP back at Sot. Doing a redemption after the balls hit, you switch into from a correct prayer to incorrect. Nice job being patient. Will escape. Good. Whoever's on the outside waiting on the third row. It's a great way to make these maze starts that are straight line starts be a lot safer for your LFR. Keep go, 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 go. We're taking one step every 2 ticks. Gotta hustle. Good being careful, but gotta be quick. Go Go ahead and spec if you have a 2 or a 3 in your orb order. Tiki the ball if it's on you. We do not group for a second set of balls. You have to Tiki if the ball's on you, not group.
My bad.
So you just kind of wasted a brew and brew down for it. That's all right. So the first set of balls will always group for, unless like someone's super low, then they can have the option of tick eating instead. At the chest, go ahead and grab your stem first. Remind me after the raid, I'll explain in more detail because we are going to try to still make time here. Make sure you grab resources. You have 3 things that restore prayer in your backpack. If you have extra points, you can buy brews. If you have extra points, you can buy sharks, drop them for your teammates. If you have extra points, you can buy brews too. If you have any partial things on the ground, you see sharks on the ground, a full brew on the ground, a full restore on the ground, decant things off the ground if you need to. Shop quickly, make your way into the next room. If you have an offhand, like a staff and a buckler, or a staff and a Eldinus ward, or something like that, or a defender, you want to put those on. Always enter from the center in hard mode tub. If you enter from the edge on the first tick, you will get splatted if you don't immediately path to the center. If it's not in your quadrant, it's not your problem. That's why you want to be thinking about Zarpus Exhumes here. But second one spawns in your quadrant, I will hold it until you can take over. There is a more nuanced way of doing it that's slightly different than that, involving a couple edge cases, but we won't worry about those for the sake of this raid. Awesome. Make sure you centralize in your quadrant as well. So we'll be using this tile. That's yours, will escape. Awesome. Remember where you are for by the way, for everywhere it's so is where you are for the rest of the raid. For P2, for P3 yellows, and so on. If you have BGS, you're going to do Scythe BGS instead. I see everyone wearing a maul right now. Do Scythe BGS instead. Does nobody have a BGS? Oh, we have one. Awesome. Do we? I guess not. I guess 5 mauls and a Ralos it is. It's gonna be a bit criminal. Oh, the Ralos missed. Well. Unfortunately, won't be able to get it down to 0 defense without a BGS. That's a lot of lost value. BGS is quite a powerful item for getting things that last bit of defense. I think of like the maul or the hammer, it's like the upfront defense reduction does like the first percentage of its current defense. And then you want to use the BGS to finish it off because it will just reduce whatever it hits. Your cue for clicking away from Zarpus will be stepping away when you hear this bit noise or see the acid leaving his mouth, and you click to attack, the tick your character starts moving. If you use those as your cues, you'll always be in time for Zarpus. Awesome. Stay in your quadrant, stay in your quadrant, stay in your quadrant. When he looks away, you can swing and then take your hands off the mouse. Fantastic. Make sure you don't use any supplies here at this point. Will escape happy. I didn't PK him, I guess. Venus, just a heads up. Since there are people on 2 different ticks from you can get your claw spec off if you want. Try to get your claw spec off before P3 starts in hard mode tab. In normal tab, you can use this to tick fix going into the screech, but in hard mode tab, it's a little bit trickier. If you've dropped anything in the room, make sure you pick it up. If you have empty inventory space, maybe saying in a shield or something, you could pick up the staff. If you have chins, you could always drop the chins as well. Make sure you drop some supplies in your quadrant. Do not drop them all in one tile. Spread them out so they're easy to pick up. If acid's covering one of them, you don't want to be ragged for... you don't want to be ragged. You want to be struggling to find it. We're going to be following orb order for the staff. I'm dropping it at the pillar. Venus, I'm going to drop it here under my feet right now. Drop it off at the west pillar once you've gotten your specs off. We'll be swapping from pillar west to east every single time. Spam click the boss. Fight is starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead, drop it off the west of Venus. Potent, go ahead and pick it up at the pick up the west pillar. Speckle heading east. Goatman, you're gonna pick up at the east pillar. Speckle heading west. Goatman, pick up the west pillar. Looks like maybe the staff transfer didn't happen. Maybe I was off by one. Willie's pick up at the east pillar. Speckle heading west. Tricky place to pick up the staff, but I got it. Make sure to drop it on the correct tile. Venus, use yours. Go ahead and pick up and spec. Should be killing it here. Bonus points if you pull up close between your first attack and your second one if you didn't spec on the first attack. Close the distance makes the projectile time shorter. Range per on Pydium, sip your Sanfi to block out poison for the rest of the raid. You're going to want to be making a square movement. I like that. Step away, hit the crabs when they turn blue. Don't be standing on top of them, they're dangerous. Ouch. Make sure you're staying in your quadrant as well. Looks like you ran super far southeast there. Venus, brew up 85 HP before you swing. Do not be attacking below 85. Potent, brew up, step away, brew up, or attack while you brew if you're able to. It's another option. It's a lot more difficult. Starting to feel comfortable with the content, you're welcome to try it. But just know that if you make a mistake, you probably die. Okay, step away, recover, will escape. Don't go ahead and brew up, 85 HP. If you do take bounce damage, there's a good chance you die. That's why we want to say 85. It's not guaranteed safe at 85, but the odds of you dying are very low. And any higher than that, then you're just bruised super combat. It's just in shambles. A little 118 check, step away from the boss. Crabs first, deal with crabs. Everyone's got the staff on. Look, they're all dead, fantastic. Mage Prawn. Oops. Whoever's northwest, make sure you pop it. Fantastic. Mage Prayer should be on. Brew up by Domain. Brew up. Grab your supplies as you need them, as you run out. Stay in motion while you recover. Range ball off prayer. Highest hit like a 60. I actually don't know what the max hit is. Because it's like in two layers. The poison layer and like the impact, right? But there's also the bounce damage. So it's not even just like that. But you can get hit by Verzik bounce and take damage from that too. Whoops, just got chanced. It was lag. One more set from the east crab up there. Oh, we might just skip it. That's fine. Fantastic. Clean tanking is how you carry P3. Just make sure that you don't chance any melees. If tank's on me, I'll count it out. It's on me. Spit 2, 3, 4 click under, 5 click attack. Spit 2, 3, 4 click under, 5 click attack. 1, 2, 3, 4 click under, 5 click attack. I'm just counting the ticks. 1, saying on, 2, 4 step under, 5 click attack. Saying on, we hit the crabs and they turn blue. Pop the crab as well, just in case nobody hit it. Awesome position towards webs. Don't maim, get towards webs. Don't let your restore drop Venus out. Awesome, we make webs. Potent, skip one. We set the stab. Keep it going. Oh, I think someone might have a little axe in here. Get my HP up. Chance of melee there. 2, 3, 4. Step away. Don't attack. Don't attack. People are in shambles here. Do not attack. Do not proc nados. Use this time to recover. Drag Verzik towards one of the cardinal directions. Northeast, west towards the throne. Drag her to the throne. Get her to the edge of the room. That's fine. Just try to keep her off the yellows. Take your yellows here. Whenever your team's in a bad state like that, you don't want to send yellows because it's just going to get everyone killed. You brew up, restore, super comic, get your stats back. Oh, I missed a tick there. 4, 5, 6 under 2 under attack. There we go. Spit 2 under attack. There we go. Fantastic. The ball's on you. Check your chat box. It's on me. Just gotta run to a teammate. Spit 2. Under attack. There we go. Oh no, nobody's hitting Verzik. Where I am. I was like in the middle of people, and then they kind of spread out. Tank swaps when I die. Unfortunate. Clear the crowds, make webs. That's all you gotta do when you clear the raid. You guys got this. Clear the crabs, make webs. That's all you gotta do. Make webs, make webs, make webs. I don't care your health. I don't care if you get by the NATO. Make webs. Restir up super combat. Make webs. There you go. Make sure you're stammed up. Don't run out of energy. Make sure you're super combating each swing so you get to 118. Close it out, guys. Swing hard. The 0k Seers closing out their own first hard mode Tob. Light work for the 0k Seers. That is detached camera bucket bot. I just enable the plugin when I'm dead. I move the camera around to get a nice cinematic. Any kits? We do make time. Smash it. Thank you. You crushed it, my dope man. Likewise, Venus Owl. Unfortunate that the web situation happened. I think someone must have maybe skipped an attack there on accident on the east, or maybe someone was off tick and I didn't notice. Usually I'm pretty good about catching that, so my bad, I guess. We'll make our way out here. We'll take a picture. We'll review the raid really quick, talk about the first raid experience and everything, and then because there's 2 people with 0KC, we'll have them on my shoulders, left and right, left arm, right arm. 0KC is here, and then whoever's the higher KC learners on the edge. So my dope main's standing next to me, and then Venus will be over here. And nice symmetry too. Would you look at that? We're all facing the entrance. It might be bugged if you just exited. But pick favorite emote. We do like taking pictures of these. Did I take a picture last raid? Oh no, we didn't have a first KC, did we? But we have 2 first KCs here. Let's go ahead and do a little celebration. Pick your favorite emote. Little celebration here. If you have an emote, you could also stand stoically if you want. A flap. I love the flap. Potent. All right, here we go. Picture time. 3. Smile for the camera. 1. Here we go. GZ. GZ at my dope main and at Venus Isle. First HMT KC in time. Little screenshot here. We'll also take a picture of the board so you can remember who you went with today. The board here, we have 1 KC, 1 KC, 4 KC, 5 KC, and 1,189 KC. Little picture of the board as well.
That was me.
Hooray. Let's go ahead and talk about the raid for a sec. Maiden went smooth, but Maiden was very clean. So that's wonderful. I do see your question there, Rykerman. I'll get to it in a sec. For Bloat, just making sure we're turning our camera earlier. We're going to use the left hand, especially in hard mode tab, to manage the camera because hands fall the whole time. And if you're trying to use the middle mouse button to turn your camera and click to move, to dodge a hand and see around the corner and everything, that can be quite an issue. Oh, your Venus? Awesome. I will go ahead and take it. I will explain the situation for Bloat plugin in a sec after. But those references that Legendary Triple Sec put will help as well. Salve is important. We did learn about salve at Bloat. We definitely didn't call anyone out for not wearing it. Winky face there, you know, little wink. But for Bloat, leaving a little bit early is important. I mentioned don't flinch, and then I proceeded to flinch. There are conditions for flinching in hard mode top. If you want to flinch, you have to be paying attention not only to where the hands are falling, but also when they're falling. So that can definitely make it a more difficult thing to do. You also want to think about Bloat's positioning, because if you're chasing deep, if Bloat's falling deep into a corner, then the flinch is much more difficult to execute. Or taking a stomp and leaving late is much more difficult. For Nylos, Nylo waves were okay for the most part. I think we had 1 death on Nylo boss. We had a couple missed prayers on Nylo boss. And every time you see a teammate with a missed prayer, you could try to tick eat it if you're able to react fast enough. If you're still learning, just focus on your own movement, your own prayers, and just hope that your teammates get it right as well. If you end up taking damage, just brew as needed. I think people understood the movement, though. People were playing it decently. For Sotetseg, our Sotetseg was fine. Good control on the maze. Good job handling the Sot balls. We had 1 shared Sot ball. The second one, we're not supposed to share them. Just a reminder. We tick eat any... After the first set of Sot balls in a hard mode, you always will tick eat. For Zarpus went fine. And for Verzik P1, we lost the staff, I think, on one transition, which makes it a bit monkus, but we recovered. Just make sure you're paying attention to who's before you in orb order, so that when they're specking with the staff, you'll be ready to pick it up next. What I like to do is I'll look at the guy who's not like in the clump running towards Verzik if we're using pillar drops. I'll use that to be my indicator for like who's next. So like I'll memorize that in this raid, looking at the orb order right now, say Venus Isle is before me in orb order, right? Because I'm first in orb order, it loops around. So anytime I see Venus Isle with the staff running across, I know I'm next. So I'll just take a second to look at it between my two side swings on Verzik, figure out who's doing it. That's like my cue of knowing if I've forgotten who's next. For P2 went fine, making sure we separate, deal with the crabs fully, then get back on boss. We did a great job dealing with crabs this raid, so the crabs don't end up killing people. So we love that. For P2, P2 I don't really have much to add. It was well played for most of it. Let's make sure we're not getting chance, staying high HP during it. Don't be arrogant about the damage can really combo you out. All it takes is one mistake and you're cooked. So we try to avoid that. For P3 crabs dealt with very well as well. We all kind of took care of the crabs before they became a problem. We all made webs, which is huge. We had a mistake on webs, but a timing mistake, and something happened with us getting caught, which caused an issue. And you notice I chose to not send damage into yellows. The reason for that is I don't want NATOs to spawn and then like have people panic heal yellows at the same time. If the proc is going to be shallow, or if your team is in a really bad spot, you don't want to send NATOs, use the time to recover instead in LFR settings. When you go to more efficient teams, sometimes you don't even see yellows in the first place. They'll just be, Verzik will be dead before the yellows are even spawned out. And I might demo a few of those later on stream today. Those are a lot of fun to run. For green ball, you want to pass the green ball. You want to be hitting Verzik while we pass the green ball. That's the idea. That way you're not losing damage, and the ball will bounce amongst everyone while they hit Verzik. If everyone's close together hitting Verzik, the ball will just bounce among everyone, and it won't really be a mechanic you have to worry about. The problem is when people kind of separate and randomly run around and then hit Verzik. That's when the mechanic becomes difficult to deal with, because it's like, oh, I have to go follow a teammate. My teammates are all over there. I can't reach them. Oh, we're all dead. Also, if you're tanking, it can be quite awkward to pass the green ball and not cause a melee at the same time. So in that case, it's nice to have everyone hitting Verzik at the same time. If you're not targeted for the tank, you also just be hitting Verzik anyway. Just move along green hitter. Try not to run away. That will help as well. I do end up getting that guy's just getting reported. I don't know what the hell his problem is, but seriously offensive language. We had a question about bloat skybox as well. So the skybox can have a few extra things you have to worry about. The biggest one that I see people run into is usually 117 HD. If they have that plugin on in 117 HD, you have to adjust the settings there as well. That might be what has gone wrong for you, Venusal, if you use that plugin. If you don't use that, just make sure that your cave and overworld settings are both set for the skybox color that you choose. My recommendation, if you want it, is the if I go to Twitch and do !skybox, it should be the color that I'm using. It's like a grayish bluish one. Had the cave set to black. Hard mode bloat. Can't see the hands. That'll definitely make bloat a little harder. Lol. That is crazy. For yeah, you definitely don't want that. And Chief says, hey, Hard Carry, thanks for doing Hardwood Top Learners. 500 plus KC here, and it was so hard to get the first UKC, but it's my favorite content by far now. I'm so happy to see that is a success story right there. I hope you're enjoying it, Chief. I hope that you found some friends along the way too. But GZ, all of you, do you guys have any questions about the raid? I'll try to answer them. If not, don't sweat it.
Yeah, my one question.
Go for it.
When you're shooting the mage crabs, do you shoot them while they're green turning blue, or do you have to actually wait for them to flash blue?
If you hit them on the last tick of them being green as they turn into blue, it'll count. So you don't have to wait for them to like actually be blue. You can kind of click it right before it turns blue and get away with it. Yeah, that's a good question.
One question. Like for the soap maze, could you just briefly summarize it? Like I was on the outside one time. I was a little confused. Yeah, so there's two steps that I always give for when people are running the soap maze. I'll first explain what we tell people to do. I'll explain what I'm telling people to do, and then I'll explain why. So what I've always told people to do is the person who's lowest in orb order of those chosen on the inside will wait on the third row
until everyone else has left them. Then they'll follow the team and try to pass them and make it out the maze quickly. And whoever's on the outside of the maze wants to wait in the third row until it's no longer red, and then follow the team. Follow the last dot through the maze, in other words. So those are the things we ask people to do. The reason why is because either of those things, if either of those things happen, it spawns a tornado on the inside of the maze. So if the person on the outside, for instance, follows the first dot, and someone on the inside like loses a tick or two, they'll get hit by the tornado and just get slapped for damage. So you want to have, so my mic's picking up my voice a little too loud. You want to have a little bit of patience on if you're lowest in orb order of the people chosen on the inside, or if you're on the outside, you'll be waiting. So in this case, my domain, you were a melee, I believe. So you're 4th or 5th in orb order. I think you're 4th, if I remember correctly. So in your case, if you're on the inside of the maze and Venus Isle is chosen, then you would be the lowest person in orb order on the inside. So you would wait in the third row until everyone else has left you, then follow the squad. And you would be controlling the spawn of the tornado on the inside of the maze, assuming everyone plays correctly. If you're on the outside of the maze, then you're also controlling when the tornado spawns on the inside of the maze. So you wait in the third row until it's no longer red, because if that third row is red, that means someone's still standing there, and if you run past it, you're going to kill them.
Okay.
So that's a bit of the story for the maze. As you go with more and more efficient teams, you'll find you can just one-tick the maze, you just send it, and then everyone will be fine because they're moving quickly enough. But if anyone's a little bit slow on transitions, then it can get a little bit messy. We do have a question about kits. What is it called? Again, monumental chest. I can never remember the... Is that what it is? A monumental chest and the loot table. I can never remember what the kit chance is. For me, it was 1 in 800 for dust, apparently. So it's like 1 in 275 for dust, and 1 in 150 for a sang kit, 1 in 100 for a holy kit. And if we die, I think more than 2 times or 3 times or something, it like goes down. I don't know the exact rate that it declines, but I know it gets worse. Sub 1 in 10 in HC rates. True. It's true. We've seen a lot of people get it on their first couple KC. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask away in the comments. I always do take a look through them and I answer them to the best of my ability. You can always just say a comment whether you liked the video or something interesting happened. Let me know what you liked from it. Let me know if you like the new mic as well. It's a new mic for you guys. Let's go ahead and wrap up for all of you who watched the video all the way to the end. You're still listening to me yap. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I like you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. For all of you taking on the theater, good luck and good raids. We'll catch you in the next one. Why does my scythe look taller than the others? I'm holding it more aggressively.